Hello and welcome back to the Nihil channel and to the end of Shining Force Alternate, the grand finale. I am joined today by Chaos Wizard as usual, and also Erican again. Let's get right into it. Dark Dragon, awake from your long sleep. The time has come for you to reclaim this land. Darksol, this has gone on long enough. You're finished, Darksol. But is he, though? Maxine, blast! You have meddled for the last time. Kill them, my servants!
Maxine, you must stop Darksol before he completes his foul ceremony. Attack!
Alright, let's see what we're dealing with. Got Durahans that have charge and turtle dust. I don't like that. What are you?
I think they're supposed to be able to drop. If I put them on there, then they should be droppable.
Blood dwarves? Okay, there's a Minotaur. What are you? Darksol Disciple. Death. Oh god. Well, that's cool, though.
We couldn't possibly make it easy.
There's Darksol, Death 2. Do you have, like... Yeah, he's got question mark health, okay.
I would kind of expect him to.
You made this a lot smaller, huh?
Yeah, I came to my senses after the first release.
I didn't see the first one. Was it huge?
Yeah, you were on the far left of the map, and then it would snake around to where we eventually reach the front entrance of the top there. And there would be respawnable enemies that would just constantly keep coming up and attacking you, so you would be there for a good half hour, 40 minutes trying to get through it.
I see.
And I decided that was too much of a painful experience, because then you have to deal with Darksol once you do get there. So you could spend 40 minutes getting there, only just get, killed off instantly. It's like, okay, that was 40 minutes I'll never get back.
Yeah, that would definitely be frustrating. Trying to see, like, who should take the front here.
Oh, definitely Varios. He is the most capable person in your entire team.
What is his defense comparatively? Real bad.
I don't know what happened to him. He was supposed to be a good one. Either he got RNG really bad, or maybe I just didn't set him quite right.
I didn't level him for a while, but I think he's, like, mostly caught up.
He died.
Oh, no,
he's at the start of every fight.
He's behind a little bit,
yeah,
but not too bad. I think by this point you should be somewhere between 12 and 15.
But Xeno is 11, and he's killing everything, too, so...
Well, he does have that range ability, which is what most people primarily use with him.
Mm-hmm. I just mean even...
His main thing is...
Even Xeno's defense is crazy. I think he has my highest defense.
Yeah, well, being full metal and whatnot, you would think he should be pretty... I don't know. He should he should be difficult to hurt.
I mean, unless you cut the wrong wire.
Yeah. Insert the wrong USB. Ah.
Do I want to just charge? I feel like the answer to that is no.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I think what I try to do is I inch my way up, and then once they start moving, then I go full blast on them.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
I think they're not... I don't think they'll react to Amen and Elliot edges.
I didn't think so.
Technically, you could... Yeah. I think right above Abel's where they start moving.
Yeah, that's what I was doing, was just inching up one at a time. Because I really don't want to fight all of this at once, either. But this is tempting, too.
I think they might respawn to that, because he's on that tile where you can reach him.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
But with Amen, I think you should be able to hit one without them reacting.
Let's just do this and kick it off.
Got that little bouncing movement, like he's jamming to his like his tunes on his headset or something.
Yeah.
I mean, the ancients probably had technology like that.
Okay. If I did something nuts like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what that's there for.
We gotta do that.
Better shield and defense. Woo, now we're talking. F your blood dwarfs. Says Abel calmly.
Yeah, I liked the Cain and Abel play you had going on with him too. That was neat.
Yeah, that's the main reason I named him that, 'cause I thought it'd be a nice switch.
Yeah, I think so.
From one personality to the other. Yeah. I'm not really religious, but I do know that story to some degree.
Yeah.
In the names, so.
Oh, he can do it too. At some point, I think I've just said in comments that I'm gonna do, like, the religious significance of Shining Force stuff. That'll be fun. This guy has death. I kind of just think he needs to go.
Oh, it's probably a heal spell.
Yeah, probably. That's definitely what I was thinking. You're not hurt that bad. So
Oh, you can use blast and hit.
I could, but I think I just want to do that. Because he hits pretty hard. Yeah.
One thing with the update I did remove a lot of Game Boy Advance sprites. I initially liked them, but then as time went on, I just started to appreciate the originals more.
Yeah, I don't like the Game Boy Advance ones that much either. Unfortunately, I wish I did. But
I've never liked them.
There's some I'm okay with. Like, I think you used it for low, and I think his is fine.
Right, that one was done by Mr. the Neurona. I think that's how you pronounce it. The pixel artist that Steve hired and is friends with. He does a lot of cool stuff, and I think he did use the GBA as a base, but he made it from scratch, so it looks perfect.
Yeah, I was like, that one looks fine.
I have him doing my character art.
Little flex there, okay. Okay. They're really cool, and I really appreciate that they're so open. Like, yeah, go ahead and use whatever you want. Hey, thanks.
Oh, they can sleep you, okay.
Just picture him walking up. You want to go night-night? You want to go night-night?
I may or may not have put Various up at the front to become the target for death. Well,
Oh, there we go. 7. About frickin' time, Barrios.
He's gonna need it. That'll buy him about a half a turn.
My metabolism is slow. I'm old. Give me a break.
Alright.
Let's go, Dark Soul Disciple. Wait, what? Oh, come on, Dark Soul Disciple. There you go.
Oh,
Yay!
no, it's
Wait,
huge.
what?
Oh, it's just a Demon Breath, okay.
Yeah. It's just nice seeing something else casted than Dark Soul.
He
Yeah,
could have, like, taken a couple more steps down and hit more of your team, though.
probably could have, yeah. Let's just get rid of him.
Have
assuming
mercy,
you-
sir.
I'm assuming you can't take into account how many targets they can hit in, like, AoE.
Probably not. They're probably more situated to attack as far away as possible.
Alright, let's just...
If I'm not mistaken, I think Xeno might have been working on some code for that. but I'm not sure if that was one of them.
69. Alright, now I'm gonna heal everybody up. I don't really care if you get healed, you're 1, but...
That 1 point could make all the difference.
It could. You never know. I don't know if I want to aura or just heal everybody. Probably I'll aura at least once.
It reminds me of that one YouTube video, what was the YouTuber ProZD, where he does a lot of gaming commentary type videos, and he's talking about the healing potions, like, use your healing potion. I can't. It's the final battle. I only have 85 of them.
Yep.
I have that same syndrome even with this game.
Same, obviously.
Don't want. I'll stack up everybody, even who's not in the team, with healing seeds and never use them.
See, I typically sell every item that I get in Shining Force because they're, like, I know I'm not going to use them.
That 1 might make all the difference for Amon. You never know. I still think the worst I've played like that was, Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. I could not for the life of me defeat the final boss. Like, it was not even close. I was like, what? I'm clearly doing something wrong. Because I'm not even close to winning. And then I finally looked up a guide, and the guide just said, you know all those items you've been hoarding? Use those items. And it was like, reduce defense by like 75% or something nuts. And it works on the final boss, and then you just win. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. I'm trying to decide if these spawners work now, or if they're for the next phase.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna give me is a yes. Okay, well...
It's for the next phase. Guarantee it.
Yeah, it's for the next.
Okay. That's such a nice little thing, too. That's cool.
So what, the spell animations, or
That he can use his thing like that.
Oh yeah. The original one, the Peacemaker, it will break if you use it too often or whatnot, like every other ring. But then the Oathkeeper won't have that problem.
I see. Well, let's start it.
Let's get it started.
Let's get demonetized. Apparently that's not been as big of an issue lately.
Really?
I saw that they just rolled out some new rules. Which they're being public about, which is already great. But I'm
Being
hoping
public
that...
about it, there's probably something else going on that we don't know yet.
I don't know. I'm open to a change because the CEO of YouTube just stepped down, Susan Wojcinski. And now we have a new guy who is the head of product or something, or head of marketing. I don't know. He's worked at YouTube for a long time now, so I'm keeping an open mind. I don't know if he's going to be great or terrible yet, but I'm going to keep an open mind to it.
It's always the hardest thing, though, when there is new management, because it's either going to go really, really well or really, really terrible. There's, like, never any middle ground.
Yeah,
You want to make a comment? 99 cents, please.
yeah, I don't see anything, like, crazy like that happening, but, I don't know. I've been mixed on YouTube for a long time. Because I feel like most social media things, like, I don't like the way most of them are run, but YouTube has actually kind of been in the middle for a long time. It's not been that, like, it's been bad, but it's not been as bad, so I'm like, I don't know, Susan did okay in my book. Not great, but she did okay. And that's more than I can say for a lot of them. So, there's my Susan appreciation. I'd seen that Dark Soul animation before because it was used in Legacy of the Ancients, but I still love it.
It originated from, I think, Battle Royale.
Ah, okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head who was the primary or the artist that originally made it. I know it's not mine. It's something I just repurposed, and I did some color palette changes to it.
Whoever did the sprites in Battle Royale was really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've utilized some of the stuff. Like I think for the second game I used part of the pose or that main hero in the Battle Royale for Bowie.
I see.
And I know a lot of people don't care much for the hunched over version of his promoted spray.
I'm trying to remember what it looks like. Yeah, that guy's gonna have to go. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I think I silenced him. Yeah, I did. One short.
Oh, you can still flurry the Minotaur.
Oh, wait, can I? Thank you. Yeah, that works. Oh, and we can get the silence type priest in there, and it doesn't even matter. Well.
Yeah!
I'm going home.
That was a productive turn.
That's Shining Force, baby!
That was so lame.
Oh man, your entire party is like screwed.
Yeah, they're not looking great right now, are they?
You may have to bust out one of those healing rains.
Might. I'm not sure yet, but
I don't know, you got that other mage over there that's probably gonna blast you and wipe out half your party.
Will this do enough? Let's find out.
Nope.
Nope. He's probably got some magic resist.
Is it magical or is that physical?
That one is magical, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, let's just try that again, how about? There we go.
Corkscrew attack, because that's the most efficient method to, for him, definitely. No.
Yeah, this is exactly who I needed. Is that what I want to do? I think so, yeah. Picks everybody up real quick. Alright, we're back in the game here. Darn.
One thing that we've been doing with the update is we're going through all the animations so they're not as slow.
I don't know.
I did notice.
But
yeah, but it is. Well, yeah.
With Shining,
it does go a lot faster.
With Shining Force, I never notice. Like, a lot of people complain about how slow of a game it is, but I guess because I just was raised on it or whatever. Like, I just don't even notice. There we go.
Like a lot of them go as fast as what he just did, where it's real, fluid, frame to frame.
I think Shining Force 2 is slower. Because the introduction of the battle cutscene itself is a lot slower.
Right. I think a lot of the magic dealers, they tend to have slower attack sequences. which is kind of makes sense because at times they can be pretty terrifying with their damage that they dish out.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little wooden staff. He ain't gonna do much. Dead. Okay.
Spread out a little bit here. Make sure you don't get healed up. I probably need to spread the party out a lot more before that.
No, you definitely want to keep them grouped up, especially close to Darksol.
Thank you for the glorious input. Oh, that was good. I approve of
Good
that.
doggy. Good doggo.
Very good doggo. Yeah, okay, that didn't hit everybody, which is good, but... Oh, man.
You saying something about that one? That one, that's all that matters?
Yeah. Did say that.
Definitely don't want to lose him for the next fight.
Let's see.
I think I could be wrong. It could either be in this update or the one that you're currently playing. If you lose in the Dark Dragon, you don't have to redo the Darksol battle.
Oh, that's nice.
But I'm not 100% certain, so don't test that theory.
I'm not
In the
wanting to test that theory.
Unless you want to do a save state, then the rest won't beat the battle and see what happens.
I'm not wanting to test that theory, really. I'm hoping to just win, but yeah, we'll see.
I know for the update we definitely put that in because we did make Dark Soul a lot harder, so we thought it'd be unfair to make you go through both of that, and you know. So.
Well, I appreciate that. Get this guy out of here. There we go.
Dark Soul, yeah, I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Okay, let me switch him back to the stronger weapon. I considered it for a second.
First equipment definitely needs an overhaul in Shining Force.
Yeah, it does. It just doesn't feel worth it to use it, typically.
In the base game or this mod you're talking more
I mean,
specifically?
just in general.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Because, like, in the base game, it's what, like 4 extra attack for
From
a
like
chance
one
to
version
stun
to the
your-
other. Yeah.
chance to stun your character, injure him, or whatever. One idea that was discussed was, like, Shining Force 2 I know tracks like kills and deaths. So if you had a cursed item that increases your attack by your kill count, but it also reduces your defense by your kill count, or some variation of that.
That would be kind of interesting to see.
Oh yeah.
It would be like that glass cannon type character.
Mm-hmm.
Low is getting so good.
I do more damage than Barrios.
He can. I don't know what the Holy Lance does. Let's find out.
I always love it when magical characters somehow get better damage hits than the actual melee character.
Erican, do you want to address what just happened there?
You wanted him alive longer.
What?
That totally wasn't a bug that hasn't been fixed in this version. No, that's totally not what happened. I think it was supposed to heal Force members, but then the wrong target thing was selected in the editor.
I see.
I think that's what happened.
Oh, that is so easy to do. I've done that even with mine.
Okay.
Especially when you're copy pasting from something else.
Right. Or you're just not paying attention because it's 4 in the morning. You have work in 3 hours.
Too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any nights I stay up, and usually a lot of my errors are because I'm just doing it in the middle of the night when I should be asleep.
When I was doing the head nod code, I forgot to. I inverted the direction, so when it was checking to see if like their head was down all the way, it was the wrong coordinate. So when I played the head nod function, their head just like started floating off the screen.
That sounds like a good sequence I could utilize for Ernest, or what's his name? Yeah, Ernest, when he gets his head decapitated.
Ah, that would be fun.
If I ever could, if I had the ability to like transition the project to SF2's engine just for the stuff like that, or the nod and ranged attacks showing, going from one screen to the other, I would do it. And the music options would be great too, because then you can have one for promoted and unpromoted enemies, in different bosses can have their own music types and all that.
Yeah. And AI is slightly better too, because I think, from what I understand, in Shining Force 1, they have the one option that they can do. In Shining Force 2, they have like main option and backup option. So this way, if they're set to like, hey, follow this character, and that character dies, they don't just totally break.
Right.
And also, High Priests don't cast heal 4 when they only have 1 health missing.
A small
And
change.
Dark Soul is a strong boy.
Yes, he definitely is.
Huh.
I'm not sure
I
why.
didn't notice it before. In this version, when Xena does his normal attack, the weapon sprite that he's attached to shows up on screen for a second on the bottom right corner.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Most of the time I just set the values to 127 for both height and width, and it usually pushes it off screen just enough so you never see it.
I see.
Usually.
I just typically use an invisible sprite.
Sometimes I can. It just depends on what I'm needing for him. But I think in his case he probably could just make it invisible. But you have to set the thing to 255 on the one selection. There's so much stuff to think about when you're trying to design all these characters and what they can and cannot do. It just becomes a conundrum of issues that you just never fully see.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late. But I can say that with the current version, I don't think that sort of thing is a problem, because I've been staring at it for like 3 years now, so that's not going to be an issue.
I don't know, I've been staring at something for like several years, and then like I release a demo and someone's like, there's one rogue pixel on Philip's face that's like a slightly different color between his idle frames, and it's bugging me. Like, you noticed a single pixel on there? That is okay.
And you freeze framed it so you could see it better? Thanks. Even though it's like 1 of 5 that are happening in a sequence.
I think we just go all in.
Go all in. Does he slowed or is he just normal?
He's slowed.
Okay.
I think I just boost more people. I think that's the play.
After this, I'm going somewhere else and teaching children. This is ridiculous.
He's been watching you, tell us, like, Shining Force, what are you doing? Get in there and fight! And he's like, that's the job I want. I want to be the guy that sits at the back and goes, what do you guys do? You go handle this.
And then, when he goes up against an evil gizmo that has like 5 health, he passes out.
Will Boken end it for us? Hey.
Hey!
There we go. You're going to pay for everyone you have hurt in your quest for power. Not from me, but from someone.
It's totally not for me. No.
Darksol starts murmuring in an ancient language. Some might even say it's a language of the ancients. Finish him, now! Varios raises his axe, and just as he is about to strike Darksol, Darksol unleashes a massive shockwave, pushing the Shining Force away. Dark Dragon, with my dying breath, I summon you! Arise, Dark Dragon!
This is why you always double tap your enemies.
Yes. I offer myself to you, Dark Dragon. Use my power to help you cast off your bonds. I read that as boots for a second. Yes, at last, you are reborn! Oh no. What do? We fight! We have the Chaos Breaker, we can still do this. You are free once more! Let all of Rune tremble! I die fulfilled. Cringe, fools. I love the cringe fools line, it's so funny. Like how that's aged.
I'm not sure if I pulled that from somewhere or I just thought of it. I'm not sure.
Oh no.
Isn't it in the original?
Is it? Maybe.
What? Got
I
archdemons.
need to look it up. I'm curious.
What is that? Demon archer. Succubus. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I wanted unique enemies just for this battle. Or mostly unique.
Alright. I am going to be a butt and I'm gonna save state. So,
Sure.
we'll be right back.
Yeah, I would give it a quick shot. Just like once you save state it, to see what happens if you egress, and when you go back, does it send you back to Dark Soul or does it do Dark Dragon? I'm not sure if it was in this version or not.
Are you just wanting me to check?
Yeah, if you want. If you don't want to, that's no biggie.
I don't really want to. I want to just keep going.
Gotcha.
The Chimeras, like, I'm having PTSD Vietnam flashbacks.
I'm not sure if they still have the same dodge like before.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. Good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, between the chimeras and the sea bats. Did you remember to press record again?
I didn't stop recording. I just edit that out.
Gotcha.
I appreciate the check, though. I'm always paranoid. Especially when I was still using my one monitor setup. Like, now I've got a dual monitor setup, so it is easier for me in progress to, like, look over and be like, yeah, I'm recording. I've been recording for X amount of time. But yeah, used to, I would be a lot more paranoid because I didn't know what it looked like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is so much nicer having multiple screens.
That, and I didn't know what I looked like either, so that bit me a couple times.
Certainly that cringe fools is something I wrote.
No, it's
Actually, no.
It was in
No, I'm wrong. I'm
Old
wrong.
Ones, yeah.
It's in there. There it is. I would keep it. I think I like how it sounds.
Oh, I love how it sounds. I just think it's hilarious.
It's such a weird line, but it's oddly iconic.
Oh yeah.
It will stand the test of time.
Yeah, various probably just stand on things. I don't know if we've seen that yet.
Another Beyond the Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had a feeling on that one.
I'm assuming the one on the top left is also gonna be Beyond the Beyond as well.
Yeah. That's the succubus looking thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At some point, we'll play that on here. I'm willing to do, like, Shining adjacent games. I don't want you to attack. I want you to just go away.
You know, it'd be really cool if because Dark Dragon is essentially like coming out of the portal there. If like the battle started and you got like just a single head poking through, and like as the rounds go on, he just starts walking out further and further.
It'd be terrifying.
You gotta stop him before he takes over the world.
I will say, I'm not sure about the Dark Dragon animation.
Yeah, that's been changed.
I'm happy about that. Because, obviously, I know what you used. I think I brought it up when it first showed up in the little card for the chapter. That is For Mortis, the boss from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. But, like, I'm a Fire Emblem guy, so I see that and I'm like, what?
I think that's Castlevania.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is not the Beyond fight that I was expecting.
Darn. I was gonna put her on that and have her fight Dark Dragon. Well, that's a pain.
Fun fact, that, what do you call it? That demon in pink on the right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I removed a lot of SF2 assets from the project, mainly because there's going to eventually be a sequel, and I want that to be its own thing. They're not too crossed over. There are two different eras up, so. Yeah, that was too slow. I kind of liked for what it was.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, I like the look of it, at least.
Whereas it makes it look weird because he has such a small head compared to the rest of his body that you can see.
Yeah.
Now, when you do alternate 2, are you going to do it in Shining Force 1 or Shining Force 2?
It's going to be in Shining Force 2 through that disassembly that Wiz and Xeno manages.
Gotcha.
We have a lot of ambitious ideas for it, so I don't know how long that one's going to take, but...
About 6 days.
Yeah, right. We made a forked project for it already, but we haven't really done much work on it since there's a lot of... We're trying to focus on this particular one just to get it done and over with. I began writing some of the story elements that I want to implement and whatnot, but I'm not sure if all of it's going to fit because maybe there's limitations within the disassembly.
That was a huge hit. That's 64. Oh, come on. Oh, come on!
Amir's like, is it me you're looking for?
I usually like to gang up and just kill one head at a time, so that's kind of what I'm going for, but... Because if Abel's just gonna take 5, that's kind of fine, I think. For the time being.
Does he know the heads respawn too?
I just need this thing to die. But it dodges so much. There. Okay, now I can put something on it.
I think she can reach, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she can reach the middle head too when the time comes, so you'll probably just keep her for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, that would be good. I need somebody to block that top right too, though. Unless I'm just gonna leave that guy to damage me a little bit, which I might do. At least while I'm dealing with the head. I don't know what to do, if I should just rush or keep these guys. I guess I'll just let them stay occupying these. The dodge rates. Oh, he's poisoned. I missed that. Do you have anything? Not really. I assume Dark Dragon heals, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't really be worth it because he'll just take it right back.
Yeah.
How does the heal mechanic work? Because it doesn't seem like it heals every round, but like every 2 rounds.
Oh, it goes by every round, and I think it does 25% of their base health. So if you have them have like 400 health, then that's quite a lot of recharge. That would make it, what, 100 per round that he's recovering?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think they have that much here.
Oh, good. I thought you were saying they were recovering 100 per round. I was like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think they are. The main head maybe, but I don't think so. The 2 on the side should be somewhat easy to take out.
Man, I wish I had their dodge rate. Ah, I'm poisoned.
But they're good.
Let's see. I just want to get this thing out of here.
Where is the health?
I don't know.
That's one thing I do miss about SF2 when you start playing SF1 again. Like, I love having the old green color, the red, whatever colors that came after the initial yellow bar.
There it is.
Yeah. Green, blue, and black.
I was hoping I wasn't in range of that. I didn't think I was, but I wasn't positive.
I would get low on the other side to try to heal or get those other 2 off the detox train, or get them on the detox train.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I have a feeling I'm just gonna end up using a healing rain here in a minute.
Ah, crap.
I mean, there's just nothing I could do about that. Yeah.
In the arms of an angel, fly away from here.
I think I want to just start on the middle one.
I think that middle one, ooh, that's a good amount for her.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
That was the play.
215, we'll take it. Or whatever, how much that was.
I'm gonna take a lot of damage because I did that, but...
I think it was worth it.
Huh?
I think it was worth it.
Oh, I think so.
I mean, it makes sense. She has the Chaos Breaker. Better do a lot of damage. Gosh darn it.
Let's see. Just get it out of here. I don't know how much freeze does, so... There we go. Alright, if that's what we're doing, we can move over here. Start this. Did it not display how much damage he did? That was weird.
I was gonna say,
I thought that
I
was.
saw the same thing.
So I'm not just going crazy, at least. That's good. That's fine. Because low is probably the ideal target for attack, because I'm going to heal him up anyway.
Maxine should be fine this turn, I think.
I think so. I'm not sure.
I mean, Abel can use Aura too, so maybe
Oh yeah,
next turn have him just heal the 2 of them separately.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sometimes I just don't see the obvious thing, as commenters well know.
That's called tunnel vision. It's very well known to us programmers, especially when you miss a semicolon somewhere.
level's gonna need to be healed. I think the thing you can do is just keep that one occupied, maybe? I think that's what I should do. Yeah, because I don't want to go get everybody poisoned.
Yeah.
Hey, you actually hit it once.
You're finally like 5 turns in.
Oh, she can do freeze too, okay. Let's just keep on him. We'll see his health one day. I believe.
I would put her on the other side of Dark Dragon, so if he does go after one, then at least she won't be affected. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have the other side
Yeah,
there
that
too,
one's still
so they
alive,
might.
so I was like, I don't think
I
that's...
forgot. I forgot.
Oh.
I think that's not a good idea.
I was gonna say, if you go up though.
There
I
we
think
go.
it might still be able to target her from the middle.
That's a lot of damage on Maxine, potentially. Let's just do that. Because I don't know if she's gonna get the kill. Oh, she did. Okay. Sweet.
Is the Chaos Breaker buffed against Dark Dragon?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Alright.
It only makes sense. It's the mythical weapon to stop Dark Dragon.
It's time for the healing ring.
Yeah, no.
It would be pretty crappy if you get the ultimate weapon and it does like 1 damage against it for whatever stupid reason.
That would be lame. Okay, because that, I think, saved Abel. And then let's boost Maxine again. I mean, the boost is definitely helping Maxine, that's for sure. That's fine, you keep doing that 5.
I think they're mostly meant to be a nuisance at this point than anything else.
Yeah, which I would say has been achieved.
Sort of.
I mean, I've got to keep it in mind, because if he attacks one of my weaker characters, that's going to be an issue.
Right. Or if they have that secondary thing that bypasses strength or defense altogether. But, oh, it's the Chimera there, so unless you know someone's going to pop up to take your spot.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave her there to deal with it. She doesn't do enough to warrant pulling her off of that.
In previous versions of this battle, I didn't notice at the time, but it was kind of broken where even if you killed all 3 Dark Dragons, you still had to kill off the weaker enemies before they would actually trigger the cutscene.
That's funny.
And that just meant they kept respawning too, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was interesting because you had to like systematically get people on those tiles and work your way around.
I'd be so mad.
We've since fixed that. It was something that we inadvertently did when we were working on the background.
So here's a question: does Maxine have a special animation if she gives the final blow?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay.
I utilized because like in the original game, you had those 8 frames to work with, and for Max's promoted, he had 3 frames meant specifically just for that attack sequence.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see it more often. I didn't want to see it just once in the entire game, so I utilized it for when you have that weapon in your inventory and you're using it.
Okay.
I mean, she'll still use the the typical move she does now, but that's it.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah. I felt it was a worthy trade-off to see it more often.
Oh, I think so.
Sometimes it wouldn't even work in the original game, so it was like, it just wasn't worth it that way.
Yeah, I definitely think that you made the right choice. We'll kill that off, and I think I'll keep Lobo moving, but he can at least block it for a turn. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot he was boosted. I thought that was just him normally. I was like, man, he's really good. Oh, there's Diesel. Oh, it doesn't one-shot.
Yeah, I think in this version he made it so if it fails, it will still do some sort of damage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or he just replaced one of the other spells with that, so at least you get something more fitting with Dark Dragon than just like freeze level 2 or something small like that. That was pretty funny in the original. Sometimes he would just attack with something really small, like, you're not that scary.
Right.
The AI being stupid.
My level 3 mage could cast that.
Because they wouldn't cast level 4 spells, they only used level 3. Aside from like the middle head, which would be that big AoE demon breath.
Right.
But the two on the sides were just freeze 3 and blaze 3. And blaze 3 is 15 damage. Which is like nothing.
Yeah. It would be cool if it went off a percentage of your health or whatnot. So if you did level 4, then it's going to take like 90% of your health, or up to 90% of what your remaining health. But that would mean they wouldn't really get as many kills.
Or you could have like weapons buff how much spell damage it does.
Right.
Freeze 1 being useful in the last battle.
When your enemy's got 1 health, and you just need that guaranteed hit, you might as well.
Yep. Nice. And then I've got Elliot there, so she'll keep hitting him with the poison.
Did you skip a turn with Diane?
On accident, yeah. I thought that it would. I thought she could attack in one range, so I was like, oh, whatever.
That's why I use the one emulator Zeno recommends I use now. I can't remember what it's called. BizHawk. It actually gives you the ability to rewind, so if you goof up your button presses, you can rewind and try again. So I tend to fat finger my keyboard sometimes, so it makes it life a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Then if I get hit and I'm like, this is bull crap, I'm gonna start that over.
I was just trying to handicap myself more. It's fine. You know, I'm just too good at games. I have no idea if Abel's even doing damage anymore or not.
That is weird how it's not doing it for him. It's gotta be.
Zeno can do that for a while. 31 is enough. Oh, okay, you're just... Well, he's poisoned anyway, so... And I think that does 1. Oh, you're gonna freeze. Never mind.
Need some sugar.
Alright, let's let that guy come back, and let's throw Lobo on the head.
There we go.
Good choice. Until that comes to bite me, and then it's Chaos Wizard's choice.
Woo! It's the final countdown.
Is Spoken gonna end it for us? Hey, there we go.
Puny god.
That's interesting. No, these puny creatures cannot defeat the Lord of Darkness. Never! I will not be banished again. The powers of darkness will sustain me.
Dark Dragon still lives! Maxine, Dark Dragon must be sealed away once again. What are we going to do?
Fools, nothing you do can stop me. I am Dark Dragon, darkness incarnate.
Maxine, what are you doing?
We did.
Maxine, the Castle of the Ancients is sinking again. Let's get out of here.
But Maxine cannot move.
Maxine is somehow bound to the Chaos Breaker.
Quick, take the batteries out. Well, I just broke Erican.
Yep, and now the screen shake is gonna break all of us.
Okay. Okay. Maxine, this is what the spirit was talking about? No, there must be another way. We won't leave you here.
See, it reverts to the other portrait for some reason. This is the
Yeah.
only way, Erican. But you won't perish alongside me. You'll make it back to your mermaid girlfriend. Maxine used her regress magic to save us, but where is she? That spell has always gotten everyone out before. Why not this time?
The Chaos Breaker has made Maxine inexorably linked to Dark Dragon. The spirit said a great sacrifice was needed.
But why did it have to be Maxine? Any of us would have taken her place. No, she was like a second daughter to me. I can't lose her too. We can still rescue her. We just need to. Well,
I like how the dialogue box just underneath the bottom when it shakes.
Yeah.
it's too late. The castle's gone and Maxine with it. I'm sorry, Varios. She's gone. I won't believe it.
Maxine has given the ultimate sacrifice to stop Dark Dragon.
I remember it being really funny at the end of Is that your kid, Erican?
What?
Why am I hearing a child?
That's my 10-year-old son. He doesn't know how to be quiet.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just was wondering because I assumed it was you because it's not normally Chaos Wizard, but then you were like, what? I was like, what? Am I crazy? Okay. No, it's not a big deal. I remember in the end of Legacy of the Ancients, I decided to have yogurt, like, floating on the water here. And I thought it was you, Erican, that sent me a message that was like, how did you do that? And it was totally just done in post, but it looked so good that... Oh, that was funny.
I will see to it that her actions here today will never be forgotten.
I won't believe it. Oh, we're gonna have Varios do what May does. Yeah. How poetic. Maxine!
Maxine!
Quick, guys, now's our chance to shove him off the cliff.
Yeah.
Swallowed by the murky brine, the castle of the ancients was lost forevermore. The battle over, and Rune saved, the warriors of the Shining Force returned home. Boken returned to traveling abroad, telling tales of Maxine's heroics. Lobo returned to Bustoke to a hero's welcome and celebration. I love that you've said what happened to each of them. Prince Abel, now king, and with Elliot by his side, they have restored Protectora and worked tirelessly to undo the damage Runefaust left. Astral found his way to the Kingdom of Grand Seal, opening a school for aspiring heroes. Amon returned the children of Rudo home, bringing along others who would help rebuild. Led by Varios, Diane, and Lo, Guardiana was rebuilt and Henri inherited the throne. Zeno ventured out to find other robots and build a new home for all robot kind. As for Maxine, she's believed to have perished at sea along with Dark Dragon. Aw. Erikin, after adopting Kryn, set sail for World. You really did go back to your mermaid girlfriend.
Why not? That was one night to remember.
Erikin wrote this book and gave Kryn the first draft for her collection. And that is the story of Shining Force Alternate. The end. Oh.
Want me to read this?
Sure.
Sure. I have had a lot of fun putting this together. I would like to take this moment and make a special shout out to a few people. Because frankly, without their help, this mod just would not be what it is today. Zeno Meadow was responsible for a lot of the balance and new spell effects. Not to mention he had really great ideas that fleshed out a lot of concepts seen here. Yadrin, his knowledge of SF1 editor was very helpful. Project Ego, he and Dan's amazing artwork was an honor to feature here. Lobo for his help with story, gameplay concepts, and playtesting. Monk Baron for his playtesting. Rubik's Cuber, the one who created the SF1 editor that made all of this possible. And lastly, to my wonderful family and modding community. Thank you for your support during this mod's development. Thank you for playing Shining Force Alternate. Enjoy the new end credits.
Yay!
Confetti!
And my thanks to all of you who worked on this as well. It was definitely time well spent, in my opinion. This was absolutely amazing. Oh, cool.
This sequence was a pain in the butt for Zeno, because the code in the editor is not really there. So he had to do a lot of stuff on his own to make it work.
I see.
And my idea was I wanted to like follow the entire story from beginning to end. So, you know, work on from chapter to chapter. So like there's Aleph with the dark guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that well. Oh, fighting Lobo, yeah. So how do you do this? Is it pre-rendered somehow?
It works off like a regular battle that just goes off of a script.
Okay.
You have some control in the editor, but not too much. The biggest problem is the weapons that you have equipped to your character.
How are you freeze-framing it?
It just happens automatically. It's something that's hard-coded in the game.
Okay.
You have some options like backgrounds, the enemy and the force member, and the weapon they carry, but it's not as intuitive as you would think. So a lot of it was with Zeno manually editing those values to make it do what we needed it.
Wow.
And he said it's a pain in the butt. It's usually the very last thing he does before we release any updates.
I love Odd Eye fighting Astral there. That's cute. Varios thinking he's gonna take down Kane. Also cute.
And that HQ battle was a cool concept that I was glad I was able to get in.
Oh, that was one of my favorite battles. That might be my favorite battle. That was so cool.
Very unexpected.
Oh yeah, I had no idea.
There'll be a few more of those in the update, thankfully. Even if you just played this one, once the update does release, it'll be like almost an entirely new game.
Yeah, we'll definitely play it. This was so cool.
I like how he just got that. I like his face is all dude the whole time. Dude, I'm evil, dude.
Oh, and then fighting Darksol. Presented by Erican Enterprises Limited. Copyright
We decided to
non-existent.
keep that there.
I did wonder if this would be different.
Oh yeah, it's different.
Nice work. Looks like the harvest will be in abundance this year. Thanks. It is always a pleasure to help out. Oh, hello, stranger. I can't say I've ever seen you around here before. Where am I? I don't remember how I got here. You're in Guadiana, ma'am. Home of the famous heroine Maxine. You do look a lot like her statue in the town square. You can't be her, as the statue was built 50 years ago. A statue? 50 years? You seem confused. Do you remember anything? Just a green hue enveloping me. Fascinating. I think my friend Zeno would like to meet you. Do you remember your name? My name? It's Maxine. Nice.
That was a good way to end it.
It was.
In the new version, this the background and the characters you see talking to her is a lot different. It's gonna really set up the sequel, so you'll see where the direction this game is or the story is gonna be headed next. I think you guys are really gonna like it when it does. When we can finally show it.
Interesting. Interesting.
And you'll see it and you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense why he's doing it.
Well, thank you all for coming along with me and Chaos Wizard on this journey through Shining Force Alternate, and thank you one more time to everybody who made it. I have some housekeeping things to do, but first, Erican, do you have anything else that you want to say about Shining Force Alternate?
It's been an experience, and it's still an ongoing experience. I want to get this update out as soon as I can. Right now, we're in the middle of a lot of technical things that we're trying to finalize, but when it gets out, I will be sure to let everybody know as soon as I'm ready to get it out.
All right, and how can people best support you? Oh, this is going to start playing.
Usually just get the word out. Just let, say, hey, this mod is really cool. You should check it out. Not everyone knows about it because not everyone frequents like SF mods.
Oh, does it? Does it break at the end?
I do have. It does break here. It doesn't really reset the game like it normally would. But
okay, well that's fine. It can just play.
Yeah, back screens for all.
So get the word out. Can they follow you anywhere or just look for updates on the Discords?
Yeah, usually I'm pretty active in the Discord whenever there's anything going on. I don't really post a whole lot about my progress on SFA in the Discord, mainly because I like to keep that sort of stuff, hidden, or because if I release too much information, then it's not as cool to experience. Because I want everyone to experience the game like it's the first time they're playing it. So I may give little hints or little things here and there, but I try to keep it as impacted as I can. So yeah, it just I think it hurts the experience if you know too much about it when you go in.
I agree.
Now because of this update, there's so much stuff we've added in. We're gonna have to release some sort of text file along with it to explain what everything does, because there's a lot of balance that's been switched around, and you're not gonna know what things do. So it's just we need to have that so people understand how the game works. But, yeah.
So stay on the lookout for Shining Force Alternate 3.0?
I think, that's what it's going to be, 3.0.
How different is 1.0? I actually haven't looked at it.
The difference between 1.0 and what you just played was Aleph was with you the entire game.
Okay.
Anri doesn't... I think she appears in Manarina, but she doesn't join you. She just goes back to Guardiana like, oh, my father died? Okay, I guess I better go back and rule now. Yeah.
That's mostly it?
Yeah,
okay.
That's the main difference.
Alright. Well, thank you so much for making it. So, the housekeeping things I was gonna do, let me, give me 1 second. So, first thing I wanted to show off, Erican and Chaos Wizard aren't gonna be able to see it, but I'll show you after. I just had a birthday pass. I am 28 now. And so life stuff has been pretty busy, but I got a really nice gift from one of my friends IRL. So the first one, I just wanted to show these off.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, this thing you can't see. My IRL best friend made me a pillow with my Nihil logo on it. So I thought that was super cool. And the other thing is this. It's a big pillow yogurt, which kind of reminds me of the plushie that they made officially forever ago that no one seems to have. I know Moogie has it, but that seems to be about it. So I just wanted to show off that because I thought they were really cool. The next thing is what is next for the channel. I always talk about that at the end. The next thing is going to be Shining in the Darkness, because that is what comes after Shining Wisdom, and that was the last canon game that we did in the continuity. So, yeah, we're going to do Shining in the Darkness. That said, I'm probably going to take a week or two off from Shining Force videos, because I've just gotten behind on a lot. So, the things that you're going to get are some of the off-series that are not Shining related, but are still SRPGs. You're going to get a couple episodes of those. And I have another big Shining Force project that I talked about like at the beginning of the year that I just didn't finish in time. And now it's just kind of gotten away from me. But I'm working on a big Shining Force translation project, and I'm going to prioritize that and actually just get that done. So, when that's done, then you will see Shining in the Darkness. Should be, like I said, about a week or two. But yeah, that's about it for channel stuff. Thank you again, Erican, for coming on. You definitely made it even more special. And I know I'm going to come up with more questions to ask you, so we might have to have you back on at some point to talk more Shining Force stuff and Shining Force Alternate.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to that.
And Chaos Wizard, thank you for joining me on this entire journey. I know it's been a lot of time commitment, and I appreciate you setting aside the time. Make sure to follow his project, Adventures Unbound, which I will link in the description. It is every time for you to go check out his project. He's making a Shining Force fan engine so that you can make Shining Force projects as easy as click and drag in the future. It's so easy, even someone like me could do it. So, do you have anything else you want to say, Chaos Wizard?
When's Alternate 2 coming out?
Oh boy. If I had to put a date right now, just off the top of my head, when I want it to be released, probably in the next couple of years, but that's wishful thinking.
2026.
Yeah, maybe.
So probably like March 13th, 23.
If the development of this update ever gets out of the hell it's in, then yeah.
Alright, well, I think that'll do it for us, then. You guys have anything else, either of you?
Nope.
No.
Alright. Well, thank you all so much for joining us and coming along on the journey. I look forward to reading all the comments. I assume Erican will probably read the comments too for this one, so definitely heap your praises on Erican in the comments below, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.